We are giving Ben Simmons 99 potential in NBA 2K25 to see what if he become if nothing ever happened to him throughout his entire career. He's kind of derailed Ben Simmons' career. Right now, he is a free agent, but he does have an interest from contending teams, but he's obviously not the same player he was back when he was in Philly. I remember Ben Simmons had comparisons to LeBron James. Today, we're going to see what happened if he actually lived up to the potential. We're going to give him 99 potential. We're going to see what he could do in NBA 2K25. Before we start this video, I do want to say drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on post notifications to never miss out on any simulation video. Without further ado, let's get straight into the simulation. MVP Ben Simmons does win Rookie of the Year, so he starts off his career really nicely, averaging about 15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Obviously, he won't be a three-point shooter off this video. I think in the future, I want to do a video when I go back in time and give Ben Simmons a three-point shot to see what he could become, but for now, he won't have a three-point shot. Missing the playoffs completely is what happened at Philly in real life in this scenario, too. But if you guys are wondering what the player stats look like, Ben Simmons was not the leading scorer actually with Joel Embiid. So we'll see what Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons could become for the future. Having the number 11th overall pick in the NBA draft. No, scratch that. I meant to say number 12. We have the number 12th overall pick in the NBA draft. Boss is going to get one. So we don't really have a good pick or anything. So I'm guessing we're like right outside the playoffs or something like that. Yeah, we were right outside the playoffs. We were the number 10th seed. We were really close to making it in, but 35-47 did not get us there. So it's time to see who we draft for that pick. So I hope it's somebody good. I mean, we'll see. Draft gone so far. So the Celtics took Donovan Mitchell over Jason Tatum. Obviously, Jason Tatum is the guy that ended up selecting in the first place. We got the Suns taking Kyle Kuzma. John Collins going to the Kings. We got the Los Angeles Lakers trading their pick to the Miami Heat for Hassan Whiteside, and they'll take Bam Adebayo. Wow, that's actually kind of realistic. We did end up selecting Luke Kennard with our pick, which I guess he's a pretty good shooter for the future. Yeah, so also the Hornets to trade Nick Batum to the Heat. An 89 overall, Ben Simmons is an 88 overall at this point. So that's going to be our future duo, as we all know. We don't really have like a third scorer or anybody yet, but really I think all we're worried about here is building a team around Embiid and Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has developed really nicely. LeBron James is your MVP. John Collins this time is your Rookie of the Year, which is interesting. Ben Simmons, our most improved player. He averaged 23 points per game, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steals. Lots of still no three, but he won't have a three-point shot for the rest of his career. I just want to put that out there. But he did make an All-NBA team as well. He ended up being the 5th seed, so we're a playoff team. We got the Boston Celtics, so Michael Carter Williams, Dwayne Wade, Butler, Gibson, Robin Lopez. I think we could beat that team. Joel Embiid averaged 18 for us, but against the Chicago Bulls in round one, we're gonna sweep them. So I knew we could beat them, but I don't think we're ready for a team like Cleveland yet. I don't think we're ready to play Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, J.R. Smith, Kevin. We're not able to beat this team. Honestly, I don't think so. Whoa, we push them to 7, but obviously that won't be enough to beat the Cowboys. They lose in the second round. I mean, the third round to the Raptors, which you all know LeBron. I kind of owns the Toronto Raptors. I can't allow it to, but they go on to win the championship, which is something I didn't expect at all. To a 93 overall, his teammate Joel Embiid is up to a 91. Still, like I said, no like third score or anything, but these guys keep developing. I think we'll be fine in the playoffs for now. Looks like we signed Cody Zeller. We traded for Cody Zeller. I wonder who we traded for him though. Cody Zeller. Might not really show we traded for him right now, but we got him. Rashawn Holmes, Luke Kennard is up to a 77 overall. We got Luka Doncic. Freak, dude, we literally traded in the how did we trade up in the draft? I don't know how we did it, but Luka Doncic is a Philadelphia 76er. How did this happen? Do we have like a draft pick I didn't even know of? Do we like okay, so we must have made like a trade in the regular season to get Luka Doncic. Bro, really? Who else do we draft? Who else do we draft? So it looks like we got Josh Okogie with our own first. We got Jerome Robinson, Jock Landale, and Gary Trent Jr. What a freaking draft haul. We traded up or whatever pick we had to get Luka Doncic. That's absolutely amazing. Simmons MVP. I mean, I'm not surprised 2K values all the stats he had. He averaged about 24.5 points per game, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. We should get Ben Simmons multiple MVPs if he keeps averaging like that, but averaging stats at this. But MVP in year 3 is absolutely amazing. I mean, The young core is looking bright. I mean, real bright. We were 59-23 on this season. We added Luka Doncic to this team. That's better than everything, bro. Definitely better than the Markelle Fultz pick or whatever. But we ended up having the Charlotte Hornets in round one. This shouldn't really be too difficult. But I'll have to see how our guys perform. Like, how is Embiid going to adapt? Okay, so 24, 20 from Embiid, 14 from Sarge. Luka just changed everything. He is now our freaking. I mean, we really have probably one of the best big threes. Once the team has developed, so that's something we also can take note of. He averaged 12 off the bat, but like I said, he will 100% get better. Luke Kennard can be our starting shooting guard of the future, and we can have a starting five just like that. So I absolutely love that. So we should be able to beat the Charlotte Hornets team in round one, which we do. Now we do have the Toronto Raptors, and this team tends to do pretty good. So we'll see what we could do against them. We are gonna lose in seven. Damn, I thought that was the year, but we'll 100% be back. You're out of your mind if you don't think we won't be back next year, man. We'll definitely be back. Simmons is up to a 96 overall. Beat up to a 92. Luka Doncic is up to an 84. Saric, Luke Kennard, our whole team is developing. Looks like we signed Emmanuel Mudiay in free agency. I mean, last Emmanuel Mudiay was a 7th overall pick, but he'll be a good backup point guard on the least. We signed Damari Carroll as well in free agency, and Josh Okogie is developing as well. Looks like we're able to get Caleb Martin in the second round, and Nikhil Alexander Walker in the first round, right? Wow. Okay, luckily this front office is impressing me. I'm impressed so far. I'm impressed with what this front office is doing. MVP for Ben Simmons. Last I expect him to win multiple of these awards at this point. That's how we signed Frank Vogel as the head coach, but 64 wins on this season. We ended up, so we had the Brooklyn Nets in round one, which is interesting. I mean, I think we'll be able to beat them. The starting five is really good. Our starting five is good. But yeah, Ben Simmons obviously with the. I wonder if one of these days I'll have to triple double. I mean, hopefully. Luke Kennard last was perfect. Luka Doncic keep developing. Joel Embiid is our starting center, so I think we'll be good for the future. So against Brooklyn in round one, we are gonna go ahead and beat them in five. We got Cleveland in round two. I was LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. We are gonna beat them in six. And we got the Boston Celtics in round three. You know, they have a pretty good team. They have Mitchell instead of Jason Tatum, though. We are gonna sweep them. Now we got the Denver Nuggets. They have looks like Nikola Jokic isn't on the team, but they have Jaren Jackson, Jamal Murray. What happened? 2 days let him go in free agency. It looks like he's on a different team completely, which is interesting. So we are going to sweep them, and just like that, we won our first championship. Many more to come. Ben Simmons, your Finals MVP. Also a free agent this year, and the Denver Nuggets are interested in him, but the 76ers can match any contract. I have to see what the Nuggets even had to offer. I mean, we already know how that team looked like, and I don't think Phil was just letting him go in Dark Star. They're both coming back to the team, and that was really expected. So Denver, I mean, I wouldn't really wanted him to go to Denver. I love Philly. I love how this team looks. I love what they have. This team, Ben Simmons might just average 30 for this team because this team was not making any damage. But I'm completely content in Philly. I like this team. I'm glad he stayed. He's locked up on a 3-year deal, but I believe it was a player option at the end, though. Yeah, so he'll be a free agent at the age of 27, in the middle of his prime in 2023. So he's up to a 97, though. Joel Embiid is up to a 93. Luka Doncic is up to an 88. Luka Kennard is up to an 82. Then the rest of the team is developing as well. MVP, average about 24 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.6 steal. James Wiseman is your rookie of the year. At the end of the season, though, Ben Simmons is your 3-time MVP at this point. I'm making sure, yeah, 3-time MVP, 1-time NBA champion. So far, this guy has an insane resume, as you all can see. Embiid, Luka, Kennard. This team fits so well together. We got the Brooklyn Nets in round one. Brooklyn has Steph Curry. We did beat this team last year. We'll see if we beat them again. We are going to beat them in final. We got the Indiana Pacers in round two with Pandemic. Okay, that's where Jokic is. Nikola Jokic and Paul George are paired together, so that's interesting. We are going to go ahead and beat them in six. And we got the Boston Celtics again. So Boston probably wants their revenge, but we also want to win a championship. So, well, never mind. I'm gonna get humbled, and I'm gonna lose in six as they go on to win the championship. Donovan Mitchell does win the Finals MVP, but like I said, as long as we keep this team intact together, multiple championships are still gonna come to Philly, and we still got some good role players developing in the background too, which is really nice, as we all know. So Ben Simmons is so close to being his 99 potential. He's now a 98 overall, which is great, obviously, as we all know. And then Luka Doncic is up 4 overalls. Luke Kennard is up 2. Dario Saric, Emmanuel Mudiay, Nikhil Alexander. If it wasn't already playing last year, he's 100% playing this year, man. He'll be huge fully half of the future, man. I hope we can re-sign him as well. Him and Kennard shooting our rotation. How was Moutier last season? He was pretty solid. So like I said, this team is down to win. It looks like in the draft we drafted. So we got Keon Johnson and then Delano Banton as well. Carlo Jr. drafted him last year. So we signed Jared Sullinger and free agency to be the backup. So I'm loving this team even more, man. Ben Simmons is your MVP once again. He's now won 4 MVPs and all I said. He just, like I said, triple double machine basically at this point. So he'll keep winning these MVPs, man. He's not slowing down anytime soon. Gay Cunningham is a Laker. We went 63 and 19. So hopefully we can win our second championship here. This seems like a year we do it. We got Giannis in the Bucks around with Darius Garland. We are gonna go ahead and beat them at 5, and we got the Atlanta Hawks around 2. Shorter, Ntilikina, Zion Williamson. Okay, I mean this is a pretty good team, but we are. Oh, okay, man, we're gonna lose in 5 once again. So another L coming in. We need to start getting these. I mean, we just won a couple of years ago, but I feel like this team is good enough to keep winning, though. Like, that's the thing about it. We definitely could have beat this team. Simmons has officially reached his potential, a 99 overall. So we now have a big three of Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, and Joel Embiid with some really good bench, some really good role players as well. So, yeah, hopefully next year we can get our second championship. Ben Simmons is still a 99 overall at this point. Like I said, he'll be a free agent in 2026 when he's 30 years old. Luka's under a contract extension. Joel Embiid's under a contract. Luke Kennard, everybody's locked up long term, which is exactly what we need. Even the role players like Nikhil Alexander Walker. Looks like we got Josh Okogie, Emmanuel Mudiay still here. We brought back Rocco. I didn't even realize that. Came back last year. Luka Doncic won the MVP with these stats, bro. I'm honestly kind of scared of what the other players average, like Ben Simmons and other guys. Wow. A little bit of it down here for Ben Simmons. He only averaged 20.9 points per game. That's it? Why isn't he scoring much? I don't really know. It's not a shot tendency. I mean, Luka has the lowest tendency, so trust me, I don't know how Luka won this MVP with these type of numbers. But I guess shout out to Luka. I guess those are actually good numbers here. But I thought maybe players on the league had better numbers than that. But we do have the Orlando Magic in round 1. They have Steph Curry, Booker, Aaron Nesmith, Noah Clowney, and Stacey Knight. This team obviously probably isn't good enough. We're gonna go and beat them at 7. They almost came back on us, but we ended up being 69 and 13. So if that doesn't scream championship, I don't know what is. The West was absolutely trashed this year. Now we got Brooklyn around 2. Just the battle of the Eastern Conference teams at this point. Brooklyn has Ricky Rubio. They don't really have like a number 1 scoring option. They have Jabari Smith at center. That's a weird rotation. We're going to beat them at 5. And we got the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks have Schroeder, Simons, Miles Bridges, Zion Williamson, and Şengün. Okay, it's actually a good team that we are going to lose in 7-2. Come on, man. Ben Simmons is still a 99. Hopefully we can get better season out of him. I know a lot. This Philly team just can't win any more championships. But I think this team is too good to not. I feel like next year winning, we won 69 games and not win. It's actually kind of embarrassing. And B, starting to regret what I said. If we just can't maybe get it done in the playoffs, I would consider Ben Simmons possibly leaving Philly if he wants to stay or resign. He wants to resign, but we'll obviously see if that actually happens. Everybody wants to resign. Damn, okay. Zion Williamson wins the MVP. Dylan Jones, of all people, won Rookie of the Year. That's interesting. 65 and 17. So is this the year? I mean, it just depends. We got Charlotte in round 1, so we'll see if we beat them. Beat them in 6. Now I got the Miami Heat in round 2. This is how Miami's looking like. We'll see if we lose this round. I don't think we could. We're gonna beat them in 4, sweeping. Now we got Atlanta once again. Atlanta has been beating us, and they're going to beat us again. Holy dude. So what's the point of us having a better record, man? I think it's time for Ben Simmons to get out of here. I am. This team just can't win at the biggest stage. I know it's the freaking Hawks, but come on, man. I just don't think this team is really that better than us, dude. We have freaking prime. We have prime Ben Simmons, better Ben Simmons, Nine overall, Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, and great role players. No reason how we should honestly keep losing to the same team, bro. Lucas will be a free agent, so nobody signed their contract extension, which is interesting. Ben Simmons just not scoring much or doing much anymore. He is, averaging, 29 and 7, which is pretty good and pretty solid defense. But Ben Simmons is not one other MVP by averaging these numbers. But oh well, man. We were able to re-sign Luka Doncic in free agency to a big 5-year deal. So they paid Luka. I wonder if Ben Simmons will get paid or if he'll touch free agency. Joel Embiid also, he did an extension as well. Kennard got paid as well to a bag. They're starting to make it $35 million. I wonder if they won't have enough money to bring back Ben Simmons and Embiid. They might have to choose between one of them. So I have a lot of upcoming free agents. Well, it looks like they paid Nikhil Alexander Walker as well, which deserves. He's a great role player. But man, we had enough money to afford everybody else. I look, you don't know. Looks like we got Dalton Connect, Deron Holmes, got some good young players down here as well. Here's Ben Simmons winning the MVP, but at the end of the season, we finished off once again Coach of the Year, best player in the league. But I'm not moving, man. 62-20. But no finals appearance is actually gonna be really weird or anything. But Luka Doncic once again, everybody played pretty good. I don't know. We signed Mikal Bridges for the minimum. That's weird. I didn't see Christian Wood here last time either. Do we have such a good roster, man? We should literally be winning. We got the Atlanta Hawks in round one. Finally beat this team. Goodness, they finally fell off. We finally beat them. Now we got Orlando. Atlanta was our only freaking kryptonite, and now we should be chilling. But here's the Orlando Magic team in round two, which we are going to go ahead and beat them in six. I almost thought we were going to lose it. Now we got Detroit. Ja, Butler, Moody. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. That team was so good, bro, but we're going to beat them in six. Then we got the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota's the 6th seed. They have Alonzo, Halliburton, Dorian Finney-Smith, Zach Collins, and Karl Anthony Towns. We are going to go ahead and beat them in 7, just like that. Ben Simmons has finally won another championship. Now we're two-time NBA champ. And this is the year Ben Simmons actually going to be a free agent. So I'm actually really interested in seeing if he ends up re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers, obviously. So Ben Simmons, the best free agent out there on the market, as it looks like DeAndre Ayton is at 98 overall. That's obviously didn't ever happen in real life, but he has the most offers in free agency, which is interesting. Giannis is here as well. But Ben Simmons has, wow, no max contract offers, really? People would rather pay DeAndre Ayton than Ben Simmons. That's interesting. That's something I never would have even thought of. But the Sixers paid Joel Embiid, but not Ben Simmons. Wow, okay. I have to see where Ben Simmons even is. He going to resign? So Ben Simmons now has still Sixers have not offered him anything yet. This is crazy. They offered Ben Simmons and they offered Joel Embiid and Dario Saric, but not Ben Simmons. That has to be disrespectful to him, bro. No way he doesn't. So it looks like Philly just might not have enough money. Yeah, they signed. Ben Simmons is gone. They're renouncing him. They prioritized Joel Embiid, Dario Saric, and Robert Williams instead of Ben Simmons. Wow, that's crazy. So Ben Simmons just left the 76ers. They just kicked him off the team, basically. That's crazy. I want to offer something. I'm guessing one of these offers are max contract. It's from the Sixers. How were they able to afford all of this? Okay, somebody must have not signed because I don't know. Okay, is he going to re-sign with Philly or is he going to sign another team? Okay, it looks like he's going back to Philly, which I guess can happen. But how are they able to afford this, man? Is somebody not signed? Okay, Robert Williams didn't sign. That makes sense. But they're able to bring back everybody. So this team is now going to be really expensive. Yeah, this team is expensive. This team is above the second apron like crazy. So they're likely locked in this team for the future. They're hoping for guys like off the bench to develop. So we'll see if that happens in play progression. But man, this team is salary cap heavy. They're paying everybody max money. They don't want to, so they could have just let Ben Simmons walk in free agency, but they offered him that bag. Joel Embiid's regressing. Luke Kennard's regressing. Don't connect. They stepped up to a 79 overall, so he'll be a good player. Everybody else will develop as well. Shout out to these Philly players winning MVPs, man. I think this is Ben Simmons' first defensive player of the year. I mean, I'm not quite sure if it is, but I think this might be his first. With the number 1 seed, Ben Simmons averaged 24. You probably already saw that when he won defensive player, but really good season already. We were able to sign Terry Rozier, which I guess he'll be a good backup point guard for us. And Bob Carrington, we got him as well in a trade. Don't really know what trade that was. I guess we can actually check right now who traded. It might have been Christian Wood, actually. Now I'll look at it. But We went ahead and traded, Christian Wood in the first for Bub Carrington. We got P-Ball Paul for, basically nothing. But against Indiana round one, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 5. That's how they will look like now. We got Miami in round 2. Here's how Miami's looking like. They have Thomas Bryant starting at center. I remember Thomas Bryant not being too much of a good defender back when he was with the Lakers. We're going to beat them in 5. Now we got Cleveland, Kyrie Irving, Dylan Terry, Tyrese Walker, Markkanen, and Julius Randle at center. Okay. But we're going to beat them in 5. We got the Jazz, LaMelo Ball, RJ Barrett, Jake Laravia, Scotty Barnes, and Billy Brooks. So we'll see if they beat the Utah Jazz. I'm going to beat them at 6 just like that. Ben Simmons is a 3-time champion, and we're going on back-to-back NBA Finals appearances and rings. So back-to-back rings. Let's go ahead and get this 3-peat. So 99, he's now 31 years old, heading into year 12. Him and Luka Doncic are probably going to duo of the future once Embiid just, I don't really know. I mean, they're both getting up there in age. Luka's still 28, but Joel Embiid is regressing like crazy, man. I don't really know if he was worth that big, man. They paid him again? Or was he just on this contract already? But, man, this guy he'll probably opt in that $62 million player option. He'll be 30 safe. Imagine overall he'll be then. So, yeah, I don't like that contract for him. But I don't think they should have paid him at money, but I guess they're locking everybody now. Him and Luke Kennard are regressing like crazy, man. We locked ourselves into this old team a little too much, man. This is gonna hurt our future. I ain't gonna lie. Al Williams has been cooking. I mean, this is what this guy could do if he just probably stays healthy in the league. But wow, these guys been absolutely demolishing. That's been going crazy, man. It's probably what he could do if he just stays healthy in the league. But we ended up being the number 1 seed still, which is absolutely amazing. 52-30. Ben Simmons averaged about 21 points per game this year, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Still a great defensive player, man. This is a great. He could do everything but shoot the ball. Just interesting. But against Boston in round 1, we are gonna go ahead and beat them in 5. Now we got Brooklyn in round 2. This is how they're looking like. We are going to beat them in 4. Sweep them. Now we got Indiana in round 3, which we're going to beat them in 5. Now we got Sacramento. This is what we have to face for the 3-peat. Dennis Smith Jr., Stephon Castle, Kneppel, Boozer, Turner, Şengün, Whitmore, AJ Griffin. He's actually retired in real life, but we are going to go ahead and, oh, man, there's no way we choked the 3-peat like that. Somehow Ben Simmons still on finals MVP, though. Interesting. Just regressing. I don't know if last year was our chance to win our last championship, but Embiid is turning into a wash player. He's not on to an 85 overall. I wonder what happened to Luke. Okay, we traded Luke Kennard for Yusuf Nurkic. I don't really understand. Nurkic is under contract for longer. Luke Kennard wasn't, so I don't really know. Luke Kennard had been here for a while, but he was also regressing. But I don't know if Yusuf Nurkic will change anything. But yeah, I don't know how this team will do. And this season, we finished off not making the playoffs completely. We finished off the playing tournament, though. So we'll see if we make it out. We do win, and we're now in the playoffs. But man, that does, I knew we were gonna fall off eventually. Luka Doncic averaged 26.5. No, Ben Simmons isn't much of a number 1 scoring option. He does just everything else in the court, man. He can honestly score at need. 21 points is pretty good. Averages 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. Luka Doncic, kind of really does the same thing, but better. He can shoot. But that is what kind of the player Ben Simmons is at this point. But, okay. I mean, this team isn't good enough. I think Ben Simmons should leave next offseason. I mean, yeah, he'll be a free agent actually next season, assuming he opts out of that player option. But they got Toronto in round 1. I mean, I don't know. Will the Raptors beat us? Jackson Hayes developed all the way up to a 90, almost a 90 at this point. We are going to beat them at 7, though. Okay, now we got the 6-seeded Brooklyn Nets. So, I mean, can we beat the Brooklyn Nets with DeAndre Hunter as the number 1 option? We do. One of the conference finals, just like that. Maybe I spoke too soon. We got the 5th seed Cavaliers, so I've yet to face a top 3 seed. So the Cavs have a pretty good roster, though. We'll see what happens. We're going to go ahead and beat them at 7. We're in the finals. Wow, so that's from not playing a top seed throughout the entire playoffs. But now we got the Utah Jazz, though. They have Shea, Joshua Primo at their starting shooting guard. Okay, man. Brandon Miller, Scotty Barnes, and Jalen Duren. We beat Utah. Oh, my goodness. We just won the championship in the play-in. That's crazy. I did not expect to win a championship that year, but we did. That's correct. Ben Simmons indeed did opt out of that player option, but it looks like he does want to come back to Philly. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he expects more money or something. I don't know, but let's see. Ben Simmons has the most offers in free agency, and he has a big offer from a bunch of teams. But the Sixers are offering the most money, offering 5 years, $300 million at this point. But he wants to go to New York, Memphis, Golden State. Dude, freaking Philly is his last option for the max contract. That's interesting. I wonder what New York other team has to offer. So Ben Simmons just left just like that. I don't know if I really wanted that. I mean, I did like Philly. We were winning championships. Him and Luca was probably a great duo, but he now left, leaving Luca and Embiid this team by themselves. We'll see if he ends up falling out. That'll be something. Tatum is also a free agent. Oh wow, wait, he signed with the Knicks, right? So the Knicks just replaced Jason Tatum with Ben Simmons. So I don't think that means they're the best team in the world, but he might fall out. I think he's gonna fall out. No, he doesn't fall. So Ben Simmons sounds like the New York Knicks. So they replaced Jason Tatum with Ben Simmons. It's very interesting. I'll have to see how this Knicks team even looks like though. First time looking at the New York Knicks. Oh, this is the team that had Anthony Edwards. Okay, now I kind of remember it now, but I think the team looked a lot better than this last time. I actually have to look at it, but okay. So Ben Simmons, he's regressing now to a 98 overall. The whole hasn't hurt him too much, but yeah, they replaced him. He's now paired with Anthony Edwards, Cameron Whitmore, Sadiq White, Jamal Shea. They have a pretty good team. I don't know if they could win a championship, but Philly was regressing anyway, so maybe it was the right thing to join forces with Anthony Edwards. I don't know. I'll have to see what other teams he could have joined as well. It was the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. Memphis, he could have signed. This would have been a pretty good roster to sign with. He could have, joined with LaMelo Ball, Jabari Smith, these guys, but I don't think they were able to, get LaMelo with Ben Simmons. But he could have replaced LaMelo Ball. He could have been a good team. Then the Golden State Warriors were looking like, okay, so they signed Jason Tatum with their max money, but this wouldn't been the best team to go to. I'm not allowed to. So I asked the Knicks what's the best destination. New York ended up missing the playoffs. Also, he stays in the East. We're the 10th seed, so yeah, we're not a great team. Oh, man. Okay, Ben Simmons only averaged 18, 7, and 8. He is getting older, so same time I do understand. Ben Simmons is really never a scorer when he was in his prime years of Philly. He was kind of just like a player that kind of does it all, but shoots the three, honestly, so I do get it. He ended up also losing in the play-in tournament. So Ben Simmons is under contract for 4 years at this point, so he'll be a Knick for a very, very long period of time. He might retire before he becomes a free agent again, but we'll see if the Knicks can upgrade this roster for us to be an actual playoff team. We don't want that. He's a 98 overall at the age of 34 at this point. He now has 3 years left with his contract. He'll be a free agent at the age of 31 at the age of 37. So he'll probably be a little bit regressive at this point. Him and Ant isn't really scoring too much either, so we'll see if this team improves. This season, Ben Simmons did make an all-defensive team. He also made All-NBA second team, but the Knicks finished off the 5th seed this year. No sign of this Philly Sixers, though. I wonder how they're rolling without him, Ben Simmons. But we got Atlanta in round 1. They have Javon, Carter, Christie, AJ Griffin, Zion. Zion has been dominant throughout the simulation video so far. We're going to lose in 5, though. So yeah, like I said, I don't think maybe join the Knicks. I still think he could have at least been a little bit more competitive at Philly. I feel like he should. Philly was offering him the most money too, and this got off of a championship. So I definitely think he could have maybe won a couple more. Already he can retire. This could be a really impressive resume so far. Four championships, 5 MVPs, 4 Finals MVPs, 14-time All-Star. This right now is an all-time great. We're seeing like probably a top 10 player. Ben Simmons is regressing now to a 97 overall at this point. Still putting up really impressive stats, in my opinion, but hopefully maybe, like I said, in 2 years, he can leave New York and then maybe join a contender and maybe get another ring in this video. The end of this season, once again, we finished off making the 10th seed. Can we get in? It's time we actually get in, but Ben Simmons this year, he averaged, do you have a good season? Okay, 18 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 7 assists. He has assists are regressing, his rebounds. Like I said, he's still kind of like a triple-double machine, or like a double-double machine. But, at least it's worse for now, right? But can we beat the Orlando Magic in round 1? I haven't seen how that team looked like, but we're going to lose in 5. They had a pretty solid team, I guess, but we're back in the offseason now. How many years does Ben Simmons have on his contract at this point? He has 1 more year. No player option, right? No player option. He will be a free agent next offseason, but I do have to see how much he regresses, because if he regresses a lot, then I wonder if he maybe could consider retirement soon. Like I said, he's a I guess, do we consider Ben Simmons a point guard at this point? I mean, probably, right? He's down 1 overall to a 96. Only his inside defense was down. That shouldn't really hurt him too much. Looks like Ben Simmons signed an extension with the New York Knicks as well, so he'll be here for another 2 years. Ben is down to a 95 overall. He's now 37 years old. Season in the books, and we ended up being the number 3 seed this year. Ben Simmons at this point averaged about 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. I wonder if he's on the all-time. He obviously up there for the all. He scored 31K, so I just have to see something. Ben Simmons, is he anywhere? So yeah, Ben Simmons is 14 on the all-time scoring list. Now, there's no way. How did Kevin Durant get 46K? But yeah, there's honestly no way he gets 46K in this video. But it's really cool to see Ben Simmons. He could possibly make the top 10 all-time on scoring. I mean, maybe he get top 5, but I don't know if he's going to play on. He's obviously not getting 46K. He's already 37, so he'll probably retire in the next couple of years. But solid season for him. We have the Boston Celtics in round 1. Here's how Boston's looking like at this point. I mean, we might as well just see if we can win the championship, right? So we are going to go ahead and lose to Boston in 7. But will Ben Simmons retire now, or is he going to keep playing? He said he wanted to keep playing, and he will keep playing. That's good to see. Is now down to a 94 overall. He's 38 at this point, and he wants to sign another extension with New York. Next year, yes, we are. We missed the playoffs once again. Ben Simmons averaged about, signed an extension, he averaged 14, 5, and 6 in the year 19. So I didn't mean to do that. I wonder if he retires after this season. I mean, he did sign an extension, so I don't think this is a good chance of maybe retiring. But I mean, he's been in the league for a while, but nope, he's staying in the league once again. Simmons is down to a 91 overall. Wait, his three-pointer was up there? Oh, I didn't even know he had a high three-pointer. I wasn't even realize. I guess his three-point tendencies aren't there because he had to hit a three-point in his entire NBA career, which, you know, in real life, I believe he hit one before, at least one. Maybe not, but I think he had at least one. He's 39. All right, so do we make the play-in tournament again? Yes. Can we make it out? No, we're absolutely glued to just missing the playoffs, man. That's why I want Ben Simmons to leave ring chase for a year. But Ant's angry. Ant's really angry. But Ben Simmons is he's 39 at this point, year 20, and he is officially retiring. So he averaged about 14.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He's averaged over a steal his entire career. So this is an all-time defender, as we all know. But like I said, one of these days I want to do a video where we give Ben Simmons a jumper and then simulate his whole career. That's something I will do, but I almost override the decision. But Ben Simmons is officially going to retire in year 20 at the age of 39. Honestly, historical career. We'll go ahead and look at his averages, career. So, you know, it wasn't like a 30-point per game score, but he could do it all but shoot. He averaged about 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.7 blocks made, 0.7 blocks. He shot 59% from the field throughout his career. Then he didn't make a single three-point shot. He was actually a pretty efficient three-point shooter, 82% from 3. Not obviously that, but yeah, 82% from 3 is absolutely, I mean, from the free throw. Damn, I cannot speak right now. We got to end this video, bro. But take a look at the NBA records. He finished off number 8 of points scored all time. If he was a 30-point per game scorer, I feel like he could at least be LeBron. But dude, Kevin Durant, 46K is insane. But he did finish 8 all time right after Kobe Bryant. Field goals made, was he up here? Field goals made, he was 6. 3-pointers made, yeah, he was number 1 on this list for sure. Free throws made, I know we made a solid amount of free throws, but so far I do not really see him on this list. So I've seen him going in the paint. You'd think he'd be up here, but I can't find him. I can't find him right here. Rebounds, is he up there for the most rebounds? I know he rebounded really good, but yeah, he was 23rd all time. He was a point guard. He's like 6'10", I know, but he got more rebounds than guys like Shaq, Giannis, Mo Bamba, I guess, too. Assist, I know he's up here. Yeah, he was dishing dimes, so he's 3rd on all assists all time. Blocks, I don't know if he's up here. He was really like a guy that gets steals. He was getting blocks, but last he might not be like all the way. Yeah, he's not probably like right there, but it's okay. Steals, he was definitely up here. He was 6 all time, so obviously one of the best defenders. And then minutes, he was 7th. Turnover, this is a good thing. He was 2nd. And then points per game, obviously. And then this is maybe too hard to beat, but Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I do really enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.